Once upon a time, in a tranquil village nestled between lush hills and dense forests, there lived a wise old Zen master named Tetsu. His wisdom and serene presence drew people from distant lands, all seeking his counsel and guidance. The village itself was a place of peace and harmony, largely thanks to Tetsu's influence and teachings. One day, a young man named Hiro arrived in the village. Hiro was burdened by numerous troubles and misfortunes. He felt his life was a never-ending series of problems, each one more insurmountable than the last. He was overwhelmed and desperately seeking a way to find peace and happiness. Hiro approached Tetsu, who was sitting calmly in his garden, meditating among the blooming flowers and fluttering butterflies. "Master," Hiro said, bowing respectfully, "despite my best efforts, my life is filled with problems. I feel overwhelmed by my circumstances and cannot find peace." Tetsu opened his eyes and smiled warmly at Hiro. "Come, walk with me," he said, rising gracefully from his seat. Together, they began a leisurely stroll through the village, exchanging nods and smiles with the villagers who passed by. Tetsu led Hiro along a winding path that eventually brought them to a river that ran through the outskirts of the village. The river was wide and swift, its waters crashing against rocks and swirling in turbulent currents. Tetsu stopped by the riverbank and gestured towards the rushing water. "Look at this river, Hiro. Despite the obstacles in its path, it continues to flow. It does not resist the rocks or the bends. Instead, it embraces them, finding its way around and over them." Hiro gazed at the river, his brow furrowed in thought. "But master," he said, "my problems feel like they are too big to flow around. They block my path entirely." Tetsu nodded understandingly. "Life will always present us with obstacles and challenges," he said. "It is not the obstacles themselves that define us, but how we choose to navigate through them. Just as the river finds a way, so too can you." He then led Hiro further along the riverbank until they reached a quiet part of the river where the water flowed smoothly and calmly. The surface of the water was like a mirror, reflecting the clear blue sky and the surrounding trees. "Imagine this calm water is your mind," Tetsu said. "When you allow your thoughts to become chaotic and turbulent, your perception of life becomes unclear, like the churning waters upstream. But when you maintain a calm and positive attitude, your mind becomes like this serene river, reflecting the beauty and opportunities around you." Hiro sat by the river, contemplating the master's words. He watched as a leaf floated gently on the water, moving effortlessly with the current. After a while, he spoke. "Master, how can I maintain such a positive attitude when faced with difficulties?" Tetsu smiled gently and replied, "Each day, begin by acknowledging the things you are grateful for, no matter how small. Gratitude is like a steady anchor that keeps you grounded even when the waters are rough. Practice kindness and compassion, both towards yourself and others. Understand that challenges are not blockades, but opportunities to grow stronger and wiser, much like how the river becomes more powerful as it flows." As Hiro absorbed the master's teachings, he felt a shift within himself. He realized that his attitude towards life was like the flow of the river, shaping his journey. By choosing to focus on gratitude, kindness, and learning, he could transform his perception and, in turn, his life. From that day on, Hiro embraced a new perspective. He faced his challenges with resilience and grace, finding joy and contentment even in turbulent times. He started each morning by listing 3 things he was grateful for, no matter how small. Some days, it was the warmth of the sun on his face. On others, it was the sound of birds singing outside his window. Hiro also began practicing mindfulness, sitting by the river and meditating, allowing his thoughts to flow like the water. He learned to observe his thoughts without judgment, letting go of the negative ones and embracing the positive. As he practiced these new habits, Hiro noticed a profound change in his life. The problems that once seemed insurmountable now felt manageable. He found creative solutions to his challenges, much like the river finding its way around rocks. His relationships with others improved as well, as he approached them with kindness and compassion. Word of Hiro's transformation spread through the village, and soon others came to Tetsu seeking the same wisdom. Tetsu would often bring them to the river, sharing the same teachings he had given Hiro. The village flourished with the newfound positivity and resilience of its people. One day, many years later, Hiro returned to the riverbank where he had first learned the master's lessons. He sat by the calm water, reflecting on his journey. He realized that true peace and happiness had not come from changing his circumstances, but from changing his mindset. The river had taught him to flow with life, to embrace its challenges, and to find beauty and opportunity in every moment.